No, we're keeping this.
No.
Hey guys! We're going to be talking about the pros and cons of college. So basically, out of college. We are only freshmen, so this is our first year.
But it's our second semester, so we have a couple things under our belt.
Yeah, and we go to
Trying to get found and killed.
Let's do some pros and cons. Woo! So, how about you do cons and I'll do pros?
So I'm a negative Nancy. So much bad shit has happened to me this first semester that you just...
Yeah.
Hose.
First pro. You get to decide your schedule. You don't have a specific schedule like you do in high school. You get to decide how early you want to wake up or how late you want to go to class. It's your choice.
Con number 1. You are away from home depending on which college you pick. I chose a college that's 2 hours away from home, so you do miss home depending on how close you are with your family. I don't know if you want to be away from them or not, but I do get homesick, and that's a little con for me.
Second pro. You don't have to go to lunch at a specific time. You know how in high school there's a designated time that you have to go eat lunch? Here, you can go whenever you want to.
Con number 2. Well, this is a pro and a con, depending on the person. But no one is telling you when to get up. No one is waking you up. Your mom isn't there to pound on the door and be like, wake up! So you basically are responsible for yourself.
Pro number 3. You have choices here. You can do whatever you want at school. You can basically sit on your butt all day after you get done with classes. But you have so many things to do on campus, you'll probably never be bored.
Con number 3. College is not like high school. You don't get to have daily work. You don't get to have all these second chances for you to make up all your work, or whenever you realize that you're failing at the end of the semester, you can't just beg your teacher to give you the points, because that's just not how it works. You come to college to get an education, so you have to take it seriously.
Pro number 4 is that you basically do your work at your own pace. Again, your parents aren't there to tell you, hey, go do your homework, or hey, get to work. You know, you're doing this on your own. So you're very much responsible for your own actions. But at the same time, you know, it's fun to be like, oh, I can do this and then go do some homework. Or I can take a break and go work out. You know, it's your choice.
Con number 4. Just because you leave high school and you think that college is a big place doesn't mean that you escape the fake ass bitches. Watch out for the fake hoes.
Pro 5. The upside of making new friends is that you have these people that you get to be dependent on, and you get to meet people that you're going to be friends with for the rest of your life, compared to in high school where you're not going to be friends with them as long because you may go off to different places. Well, here, you're here for 4 years or more to whatever you're deciding to do, but these people are going to be in your life for a long time.
Con number 5. High school, like I said earlier, high school is relatively so much easier than college. So you might not have had to study in high school. You didn't learn how to study. You didn't have to have a study habit because you didn't have to study. It's easy, it's high school. But in college, you basically go and dive into your classes, and you have to teach yourself what is the best method for you to study. Because if you don't learn how to study, you're not going to retain any of the information, and when it comes to the test, you're screwed.
Pro number 6. At our school, you get to get a designated amount of dining dollars which come with a meal plan. It's like free money. It's like Chick-fil-A.
Free money? We pay for our meal plan.
I know. Okay.
It's like leftover money.
It's leftover money that you get an allotted amount and you can spend it anywhere you want.
Bouncing off of that, con number 6, we do have cafeteria food. So college kids don't have money. Like, we're not rich, we're broke, we're paying for tuition. Like, it's a lot of money every year, and some of us are in debt, and our parents don't always have the time or the money to be sending us money for us to use. So we do have a cafeteria, and it comes with our meal plan, which is being paid in our tuition, and the food is not that great. So you might want to save your dining dollars for whenever you want to reward yourself and actually get real food, because once we go home on break, we're craving and dying for a real meal because this food is disgusting.
Do a pro and a con each. That's personal ending. You think that'd be a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my pro. I think a lot of times you come here and you are looking for a relationship. And that's a big thing in life, is trying to figure out a relationship. And in college, you'll find somebody. But the nicest aspect that I can say this is settle down, but settle down with an open mind. Don't try to settle down too fast with someone who's gonna just try to break your heart, because you're here for school, and as much as relationships are good because they help you in many ways, you should focus on your studies, but at the same time keep your mind open in your dating life.
My pro, I guess, would be, yeah, you are here for an education, but that doesn't mean that you have to bury yourself into the books. Like, you are allowed to have fun. Like, it's college. These are probably going to be, like, the best 4 years of your life. You get to meet new people, get involved. There's so many organizations that you can join, like, to meet new people. You got to be in a new setting, like, not worry about your studies and, like, your homework. Well, of course, you have to get it done, but also, like, don't forget to have fun.
One personal con that I've experienced a lot is if there's campus help that is offered to you, something like tutoring, and it's free, take advantage of it. It's so helpful, and I didn't realize that till I was getting near my finals for my first semester, how helpful it was and how much it helped me, and it made me do so much better in some of my classes, and I wouldn't have gotten the grades I had gotten if I hadn't gone to them. So please take advantage of those, or you will not do as good as you want to.
A con for me was probably coming in our first semester. We were new. We didn't know anything about the campus. We were so eager and so excited to explore that sometimes people would get sidetracked. Like, some of our friends were worried about other things and not really focused on school. You have to always remember that you're there for school, because at the end of the semester, when you get your grades back and you realize that your GPA isn't where it meets the requirement to even stay on campus, you get put on something called academic probation. And basically what that means is that if by the spring semester you don't bring your grade up by a 2.0, they basically revoke your admission. And if it's not a 2.5, you don't get financial aid. You get to have fun, but at the same time remember that you need to get your studies done. Even if you want to be in, like, a sorority or fraternity or something that's taking up your time, always remember that you need to learn how to time manage. Your first semester is all about figuring yourself out, figuring out what works for you, how you learn better, or just finding yourself. And you can always fix it your second semester, so don't worry about it if it's not, like, the greatest thing.
Alright guys, that was the pros and cons of college, or, how to college. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll have a video up next week.